Hello there and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 3 of the Roten Teufel here in Football Manager 2021 with Erster FC Kaiserslautern. As always, smash that like button for me, subscribe, turn on notifications. This is a transfer update. There's no matches in this one, it'll just be a quick little video. Transfer update, a little bit of a look at the finances and maybe the season preview for the upcoming season as well. If you haven't watched the end of the second division season, make sure you go back and do that. The link for the whole playlist is in the description below. But go back and watch the last 2 or 3 episodes. You will not be sorry. It was just ridiculous. Goals, drama, tension, the lot. It was incredible end to the season. And of course, if you're not up to speed yet, this episode will spoil it a little bit, so make sure you do that. So yeah, today, as I say, we're going to have a look at transfers. We've done a lot. If you've watched every episode, then first of all, you're an absolute legend. You may have seen 1 or 2 of these players before because a lot of them were free transfers that we arranged ages ago. The first one we're going to have a look at is Nice Mortimer. Hoping to get him in on loan from Barcelona. Very, very good. Can play either wing. He's left-footed, prefers to do the whole Messi thing and come in off the right. He can play up front as well. Looks like he's got pretty good attributes to play as a striker. Unfortunately, I haven't got enough money to complete the signing at the minute, so I'm desperately trying to raise that money. So we have delayed that transfer for a week, so we will hopefully get it over the line at some point. We'll cover the one outgoing so far, and it's Thomas Shanto. I couldn't get a decent... He wanted so much money on a new contract. It was like 30 grand or something like that. I think I could get it down to about 27, 28. It was just too much. He wasn't going to be a first choice. It was way too much. So I sold him. We got £1 million for him. I'm happy with that. We got £1 million. It's all right. It helped. Right. In terms of players coming in, obviously you can see all the names there. Wilkins Afriye, he is a youngster that our head of youth development or director of football have brought in. He is in the second team at the minute. I think he did come up and play, or he was involved in the pre-season tour. Not really convinced that anything will come with him. Ben Woodburn, we have got in on a free from Liverpool. Not quite the wonder kid he was 4 or 5 years ago. He could still be a useful squad player for us. He is listed as an important player. He will play games just by virtue of the fact that he could play pretty much in any of our attacking positions in our formation. So I'm hoping that we will be able to get him some good game time. A new goalkeeper as well, Christoph Riegler. He has come in from whoever St Polton juniors are. He's a bit of an upgrade on Avdo Spahic. He's no Alisson or Edison. He's not going to suddenly keep 15 clean sheets and help us qualify for Europe, but he's a little bit of an upgrade. And if he helps us get some points on the board, that's all that matters. Right, Alvaro Aguado. Seems to be getting a little bit of a Spanish contingent. I have got some Spanish scouting staff, so I think that is why. Good deep line playmaker, 3-star ability. He's listed as a squad player. He will get a fair amount of game time for sure, and I'm reasonably happy to have this guy in as well. As you can see, we only spent 750 grand on one player, and we will get to him in a second. New left back Lumo Agbenienu. As soon as we had him agreed at 5k a week, we got rid of Marcel Schmelzer, or we set him for release, so he has gone. He's just fast, aggressive, brave, good determination, great work rate, technique. I'm really happy to have him in. He's going to provide great competition with Jamilu Collins at left back, assuming that we don't sell Jamilu Collins in the next month, which I'm kind of hoping we don't. Niall Ennis, of course, we know all about. He's already had a good impact at the club when we had him on loan in the second half of last season, getting 7 goals in the league in 12 games. He's really quick. So a lot of teams are going to play a high line, and that could be key for him to getting in behind. He's got good finishing. Hopefully he will be a very good signing for us, as good as he was in the second half of last season anyway. Another youngster, he's currently he's in the under-19s at the minute, but he's too old, so we're going to have to move him. Let's put him in the second division, in the second squad. I might get him out on loan. Again, it's not one that I agreed, I think this was another director of football one, but I was happy with it. I do have the option to veto a lot of transfers, but we need to bulk out those squads anyway, so I'm really happy with this one. I think if we can work with him, we can get something out of him. that natural fitness, that determination, his determined personality, there could be something there. There really could. This guy I'm really happy to have in, Jordi Quintilla. He's coming from Sangalan. He is just brilliant. He's a left-footed box-to-box. He can play deep-line playmaker as well. He's basically, he can do any of those two central midfield roles and do them well. He's just fantastic. How we've got him on a free is beyond me. He's listed as a star player. He is going to be one of our first team starters, absolutely no doubt about it. We did bring in a young centre-back as well, mainly because of that height. He's huge, but for a 6'6" bloke, his heading is absolutely abysmal, isn't it? But we brought him in just to see how good he can be. He's only on a year's contract. He's only on 750. I'm probably going to loan him out anyway. Not really anything to write home about, but I just liked how tall he was. Right, new right back, Oscar Hill. We've bought him in for $750,000. I think he was transfer listed at that from Espanyol. Again, really, really quick. Need to work on that final third a little bit on the crossing and things like that. But he's going to be a very, very good player. Look at that work rate. He's just going to get up and down. He's got the natural fitness and the stamina to just get up and down that right-hand side and really help out at both defence and attack. Really happy to have him in. I think that's going to be a really, really good signing for us. So let's have a look at our finances. Obviously, we finished third last season, and we got, just over 14 million, wasn't it, for finishing third. We didn't get any extra for winning the playoff, I don't think. But we do have just over 20 million in the bank. But obviously, our transfer budget is rubbish. We spent that money on Oscar Hill, and I've had to constantly top up the wage budget, and we're still woefully over it. It's not looking good at all, is it, really? So, yes, we'll have a look then at the season preview for the Bundesliga. So first things first, we'll just have a look at the competition expectations. Fight bravely against relegation is what they want. That is what I'm hoping to do. DFB Pokal has reached the second round, and we should be doing that. The next episode, when we do the first, when we start the season, we are going to have this cup tie against Pippins Ried and our first league game, which I believe is Köln, I think. But we'll worry about that in the next episode. So we'll just finish up by having a look at the season preview and where they expect us to finish. And as you can see, they expect us to finish rock bottom, 400 to 1. I assume that's odds to win the league. Union Berlin and Hamburg are expected to be down there with us. I mean, it is going to be tough. If we can finish 15th, I would be absolutely delighted with that. But we'll see how it goes. We signed some decent players. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. Let's have a look. Shall we finish up, see what big transfer moves we've had? So, in terms of coming into the Bundesliga, Oyhan Sanset came in to Hertha for 41 million, but you can see Diego Jota, Dani Olmo and Jadon Sancho have all left the Bundesliga. Wilfried Ndidi and David Neres have come into Bayern. Morato to Hertha. A couple of players have come in, Alexis McAllister to Bayer Leverkusen. So there is one or two. You can have a look through those if you want. But I'm going to end that here. I didn't want it to go on forever. It was just to bring up to speed on the state of the squad and the finances and the season preview, which is getting underway in the next episode with 2 matches to kick off our season. Hope you'll join me for it, guys. Jump in the comments right now. Are we going to survive relegation? Do you like the look of any of those transfers? And yeah, come back and join us. As always, smash that like button. Subscribe and turn on the notifications. Check out the America's Adventure series as well. That's going along really nicely at the minute. And I will see you for the start of that 3rd season. And we are in the Bundesliga. See you for it. Bye-bye.